going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. The SCI has been kind of getting neglected. Toronto Driven is coming up. It's September 18th, and we need to get the car ready. Now, for the most part, what I have planned for this year is already pretty much done. Like, the biggest thing I'd say is probably the wheels. We got that done. For the most part, it needs a little bit more dialing. But it's just little tiny things that I want to change up before we go to the show. And also, the car has really been getting neglected lately. It needs a wash desperately. And yeah, let me just show you. So just as an example, we got a spider web right there on the T and STI. So she really needs a wash. She's covered in grass. I had first aid training and I parked next to the grass, and of course they had to cut it. I'd like to get the wheel gap a little bit more lower. Like, we're pretty close, but I just want a little tiny bit more if possible. We got some type of like slug or something growing. I don't know what that is, but no thank you. You can go right there. Have a good day. Yeah, so for the rear, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not going to adjust it. That's pretty close. But the front, for sure, I do want to try to get it a little bit lower. At least, 3-4 mil, hopefully. So here's just a couple of the parts that I do want to get thrown on. Obviously, you could tell we got a new F1 brake light. This is something I am kind of selling on the side, so if anyone wants one, hit me up. We're in Canada, so also it's a harness, so you just plug it in, don't got to worry about it. We got some clips for the hood. I broke a couple of these when I put the tunnel for the intercooler on. I didn't drill the holes large enough, so I broke a couple clips, so I bought them from Subaru. If you want to know the part number, that's it right there. We got a nice piece of carbon that's going to go just on the back right there. And we also have our short shifter. We're probably not going to install that today. Maybe we will, but it's going to be in a different video just because it is kind of a lengthy process. And we got some new lugs because the ones I have right now, they're all rusted and stuff. These are steel. These are not my forever lugs, but just for the show, I like something a little nicer than little bits of rust. So let's get at it. So I'm thinking we start with something pretty easy. It's going to be this OLM piece. All it is just a cover for the tailgate right there where the handle is where you grab. Yeah, it's OLM. Should fit on pretty nice. It's a nice little bit of carbon. Add a little bit to the back end. So let's quickly slap this thing on. All it is just some double-side tape. Overall, really nice piece. The gapping, just for you to see. If you had like a blue car, I don't think, or even a white car, I don't think you'd see any white around the edges. It does cover it pretty well, even down here. So I think it fits really nice, actually. That's it for the video. Alright, since we're back here, I'm thinking we go ahead and swap out this third brake light. Now, this one we did get from AliExpress last year, and there's nothing wrong with it. It holds up, but I decided to upgrade to this one. I think it will match kind of like the back end a little bit better. Kind of goes with the taillights, maybe like a little bit more of like an OEM feel. I don't know. I find everyone kind of has these. I don't really see this type very often, so it's a little different, I guess. We also have to swap out the harness because the harness I did have was only a 3-wire harness. This one's a 4, so let's throw this guy in real quick. Okay, so I decided I should probably compare both lights as to why I'm kind of swapping them out. Starting off with the lights, this is the one we had originally. This is the AliExpress one. Yes, it did work. Yes, it did not give me, well, no, it did not give me any problems. It was only on the car for 1 year and you already see it starting to rust. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. You don't see it. If you saw my video before, you would know that we had a silicone, the red lens on. So it did hold up, it didn't leak. So that's not the reason why I'm swapping it out. I'm just swapping it out just because I wanted something different. And this is obviously the new one. Right off the bat, lens did not fall off. It looks a lot better quality, I guess. I mean, honestly, it's pretty similar. One thing I did notice at the grommet back there, it's actually a grommet, whereas this one right here, I don't know if you can see it, it's just like silicone. So I guess that makes it yeah, it's like silicone in there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's silicone, just take my word for it. So this is a better quality, just to kind of start with that. It is a heavier feeling unit. It could be because it has a reverse feature, so maybe there's more going on in there, but normally anyways, if you have a heavier piece of equipment, normally it's a better quality. That's just from experience. This is very light, like very light. And because we're going from 3 wires to 4 wires, I had to get a new harness. So obviously the harness, it's the same, basically, it just has an extra harness. So that's 3, this one's 4. That's all the difference is really between the harnesses. This will be for sale, so if someone is interested, let me know. I guess I'll put in the description whenever it's sold. It's just so people don't message me, but it will be for sale, probably have it pretty cheap, so yeah. Alright, tucked everything back in, drained the tank for moisture. That's what we're looking like. The red does look a little bit darker than the taillights, but I don't mind it. I think it looks good. It's nice for a little change for a bit, until we decide to change it again. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and start working on the wheels, like the lugs. Also want to go in and make sure that the upper control arm is tight and make sure there's nothing moving around, just because I never really had the proper tool to do it. Now I do, so I want to make sure everything's tight and nice, and then swap out those lugs. Just the old versus the new. Very nice. So basically, I went ahead and I lowered the driver's side, and it was looking crispy. It was nice. Like, it was like pretty much like as good as it's gonna get, and it was like matching the rear. And now this is the passenger side, and this is, I have not touched this side, so I have to go back to this height. So that's kind of gives you an idea of what our height is at. And the reason is this. So this gap right here is the reason. So that little bit of gap is enough to where I can drive around without a problem. There's no rubbing, I'm okay. The other side is touching, so I have to raise it. So before I reverse everything, I already popped that out, so this is kind of dramatic, but obviously it wasn't like this. It was more back, because again, it's not bolted in, but more or less it was touching the boot, so I physically cannot run it this low. Again, I know that's not bolted in, but it was touching, bolted in. So we have to raise it, that's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, at least we got those two things done. Really didn't get done what we wanted. I'm not actually gonna bother with the clips right now. The clips are like whatever, and it's for the hood scoop. It feels like it's gonna rain because I was expecting to lower the front, and obviously that didn't go the way as planned. We did swap over all the lug nuts. They are new lug nuts. Can't really tell, but they are new. Yeah, short shifter we're gonna save for another video. Also, I do want to polish the tank and kind of like make the tank a little bit more cleaner because there's little marks all over it and stuff. And I'm honestly probably just gonna like quickly rinse over the car with water just because it does feel like it's gonna rain. I don't really feel like deep cleaning it just for the rain to kill it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close out the video. If I feel like the video is kind of short when editing, I might include something else, but I really don't know what I will include. If that's it, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, and comment if you have any questions about the build. If I do use anything in videos, I do try to leave it in the description or just try to help you out if you're wondering where I got it or whatnot. That's it. Take it easy. So something I forgot I wanted to do was, if you see right here, there's a bunch of white. That's actually polish, and it got on that little cardboard felt thing on the inside of your engine bay. I'll show you right now. Oh, yeah, it rained. All this right here, and I've tried cleaning it and I've had no luck, so I'm actually just gonna throw some black paint on it and call it a day. This is a piece that I do want to replace eventually. Not sure what I want to replace it with yet, but I do want to replace it because I do think it's kind of ugly from stock. So it's really easy to do. Just pop out this clip here. Can't do it with my fingers, but you pop out this clip, pop out that clip, it all comes out. Throw some black paint, throw it back in. There you go. Looks good as new. Decided to do this side too just because it looked so new on this side that this one looked old. But very easy, very simple. Now you don't really see the white. Very good.